Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night, good whatever the case may be. Welcome to my stream. I'm Zero One. Thank you for joining me. I'm not going to do a long stream tonight, but I wanted to do a little stream just because. And why not do it with something that everybody's kind of doing right now, and that's playing Hytale. Checked it out for about an hour or so earlier this evening, so I got some of the basics down, but I wanted to go ahead and do some more exploring with it tonight, and so that's what we're going to do. So I hope you've had a happy new year so far, but without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started and hop right on in the game. So as you can see, I'm just at the main menu here. We're going to create a brand new world. Dreamton. I don't know anything about the specifics here. We're gonna do a no penalty thing. But it's interesting, nonetheless, that you have that option. I don't have any mods, though I am curious about them. So let's go ahead and create the world. Hey Knights, how's it going? Yeah, I'm a little late for the schedule. But I'm taking tomorrow off because I'm kind of sick and have been for the last week or so. And so I just wanted to do a little bit of a stream tonight. How are you doing? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You can probably hear it in my voice. If not, well, that's okay too. So, like I said, I poked around with this earlier for about an hour on my laptop. So I know a few things. But I don't know very much at this point. And of course, it's pretty much Minecraft. Oh, she's doing all right. She's poking around doing a lot of different things with TTRPGs, solo ones, and trying to figure out something to do and keep her busy and occupied. She's also thinking about starting a YouTube channel. I'm not too sure which topic she's kind of leaning towards at the moment, but she's thinking about it. How's your new year been so far? Work has kept me from streaming for the last couple of months, really. But it's finally getting a little better. For the last couple of months, we've had a lot of network migrations to do, which basically means moving our network capacity from one set of routers and switches to another. And that's not too bad on its own, but we've also had a lot of problems with that. Which is all managed by another team, my partner team, but unfortunately we've run into a lot of problems with it. And on top of that, we also deployed a whole lot of racks lately. I know the feeling. Typically for this time of year, if we are doing any type of deployments, we may deploy like a grand total of maybe 6 to 10 racks. We deployed 16 this time around, and they all needed to be done as soon as possible, which was not entirely possible because of the network migrations that we had been doing for a month and a half before. And it's all in relation to the big game coming up in a couple weeks. So it's been a hassle. The good news is I had guests come in from out of town. The bad news is it still took our combined efforts way too long to get everything up and running. A lot longer than any of us were anticipating. And so there's been lots of frustration, lots of annoyance, me giving people who are nominally in charge of everything about getting these racks up and running a piece of my mind, and explaining that we're doing the best we can as quickly as we can. But fundamentally, the problem has lain with our network team, which I don't usually say or try to cast any blame on, because, hey, they are doing the best they can, and I'm doing the best I can, so we're all just trying to do our jobs, and that's that. But it's been tough. And because they've wanted all of this in a rush and started doing it very last minute this year, it became a mess. It should have been done much earlier last year rather than last minute this year. Because, you know, the big game happens every year, and so you'd think that they'd plan in advance. But no. No. And, by the way, I'm still fixing things with the new layout and the double stream thing. I'm streaming to both YouTube vertically and horizontally. The horizontal thing I've been doing forever, of course, but vertically I just started doing at the start of the year with my inaugural stream this year. And XSplit is still a little weird with regards to that. Blood Rose. Alright. I actually have no real answers on what I'm doing here. Yeah, I mentioned I played a little bit earlier, but I still don't understand a lot of things. Like, I don't understand how to get grass right now. I was doing it successfully earlier, but then again, I only did that for a few minutes. And I know that it's going to be important because you use grass to make rope, and you need so much grass to help tie things together, like when you're making a pickaxe or a sword. Is this the grass? Ah, this is it. Okay. And I also steered clear of a bear back there. I don't know if you noticed that. Because I definitely do not have any weapons right now. And I do not want to try to fight a bear with no weapons. Hello, little sheep. And what we're going to do is go in there in a minute, run past a golem, and go to what I've seen other people refer to as heaven. I didn't actually pay much attention to what it was actually called earlier. But for the moment, let me see. Rude hatchet. Okay, so we at least have some basics. And so, yeah, if you haven't seen anybody else playing this, basically it's a lot like Minecraft because it was inspired by Minecraft. There's a old school big multiplayer server called Hypixel that's been running for years and years and years, and they made this whole role-playing environment in it, in Minecraft. And they decided that they wanted to go ahead and make an actual game out of their world to get past some of the limitations that Minecraft had. And they started working on it like 10 years ago, from what I am from what I understand. I don't know the details myself, but eventually some big game company decided, hey, we want to buy that from you. And they sold it. And it lingered around and it never really made any more progress. Well, I can't really say that. It never got released. They made progress on it and they were trying to do a lot with it, but eventually it was canceled. So the original creator approached them to actually buy it back so that they could go ahead and continue working on it. And that happened. So Hypixel, the actual developers of that server, are back in charge of making Hytale again. And so that's the gist of the story here. And that's why we're seeing it now. The team that bought it in the interim just more or less gave up on it and handed it all on over. For a price, of course. What that price was, I don't know. But it did happen. And from what I've heard from other streamers, is that this is the 2019 version of the game, as opposed to any of the work that had been done since then. Although, from what I understand, it wasn't a whole lot of work that got done after a certain point, after 2020, or 2019 or so, from what I understand. I may be completely wrong on that, I may be right on that, I don't really know. And frankly, I'm not going to go and investigate to find out. Okay, down here is a golem. But we're not going to fight the golem, we're just going to run past it. Because there's a portal over there that I want to go to. And this is the other world, more or less, that I was referring to. Edge of the Echo, the Forgotten Temple. I don't know the entire purpose of this area, but there are some shops and a key thing up here that we turn in memories to. And these little creatures or people are here, or at least some of them are. You have unlocked the memories feature. Void's curse keeps Orbis, or Orbies, locked away, but there may yet be a way to break it. A deity rests within this heart of the Orbis. Seek out memories of Orbis's myriad creatures, and record them here to restore her will. Your inventory can now store a limited number of memories under a special section. Return them to the heart of Orbis to unlock a variety of rewards. And right now, we have 3 memories to record. And so those have been recorded. Avian. Duck, I think. Yep. A critter. A frog. And what else? Quebec. Quebec sapling. I think those are just the little creatures all around. And so, yeah, basically, it looks like Minecraft because it is based on Minecraft. It is not, of course, Minecraft because, well, they'd get sued. They made some significant changes, some customizations. The grass, for instance, looks like better. Everything is a lot cuter, frankly, and a lot clearer in what it is and what it does and how it works. At least in certain respects. And those little blue orbs that are flying at me from some of these creatures are the memories that they're referring to. You have little horns. And so they changed things, but all in all, it's still Minecraft, at least in concept and features and ideas. And I'm still playing in my basement, so you still get the lovely heater kicking on every now and then. But that's going to change at some point this year. I will be moving my office up out of the basement into my spare bedroom. That up until now has been for No, staying at the house, just moving my desk. Up until now, we've used the guest room as a guest room, but decided to actually move me out of the basement into the guest room, make it an official office. Because really and truly, our guest room doesn't get used often enough to justify it as an office. Or rather, as a guest room. So, we'll turn it into my office. And I won't have to hear the air conditioner or heater kicking on a regular basis. It was originally going to be an office a long time ago, when I first moved into the house before Spring and I became a couple. So that's what a skeleton looks like in this world, in this game. But Spring took the first of my 2 guest offices once we became a couple, or rather guest rooms. And I decided to leave the other one as a guest room until now. But we're going to change that. The only guests we really get are her parents. And while that's enough, most of the year, the room sits empty or filled with junk. So I can make better use of it than that, so we'll worry about where her parents sleep when they come to visit. When they actually come to visit. This will be the 6th year. In July. All right. Oh, my thank you. This is what kind of sets Hytale a little apart from Minecraft. You make workbenches for a lot of different things. And you can rotate items too. So you don't have to just take a guess whether or not it's going to be the right way and how you want it. I still haven't figured everything out regarding that, but still, it's got improvements that I really like. I also don't know everything about it yet. I don't know what the farmer's workbench does exactly, other than creating farming accessories and animal feed, which it says in the description. But I don't know. There's a lot to learn here. I think this is about where I created, or not created, but established myself in my test world. Also, you can jump 2 blocks high in this, as opposed to Minecraft, which you can only jump 1 block high. Which means there are more holes that you can dig yourself out of. Or get yourself out of, easily. I need to figure out how to make torches as well. Oh, so you can actually jump 3 blocks high, but you may need to climb out. Torch. Plant fiber, tree sap, stick. Alright. Workbench. Light hide. Now I have to go kill cute animals to make a bed. I'm sorry. Can I get the hide? I don't know. Linen scraps. Light hide. Alright. I do have the hide. And so, ever since I moved into the house, when I bought the house, I've been living in the basement. Well, in a sense. Whenever I work from home or whenever I stream, it's from the basement. And so, finally want to fix that. What is that? Almond brown mushroom. And just like in Minecraft, you can't really sleep until a certain time. Although apparently you can climb into bed. Oh, and I didn't know what the map key was. But it's a nice and simple M for map. Which is also something that Minecraft generally lacks. I'm gonna guess that's a zombie. Not a zombie, a skeleton over there. Come on, let me sleep already. Here we go, I think. Yeah. Some of the things I really like, and a lot of people really like, include how trees are handled. If you cut a tree down at a low point, like I just did, the entire tree more or less implodes and leaves you with just about everything that was in it. Just collapsing very easily. There's often something a little underground like this, but still. You don't have to cut the entire tree down block by block, going all the way up. Like in this case, I think if I cut this block, the entire tree will collapse. Although it's possible it won't because it branches over like that. Let's find out. Yep, the whole thing did. I don't know what saplings are like here, or look what they look like, and how to replant trees yet. But I'm sure there's an equivalent. And in some cases, you have trees like this, where it's much more than just one block. And you have to cut down all of the base items in order for it to actually implode like that. And tools do still wear out, but they apparently, although I haven't seen anybody confirm this yet, I think you can probably actually repair them, but you can certainly recycle them into other tools. Now, hopefully I didn't lose myself here. There is a little compass at the top of the screen, but that doesn't necessarily mean you know how to use it. I know it will lead me to different towns and villages or items nearby. Some places of interest, I guess, but beyond that, I don't know. I'm still within sight of the tower. I think I'm back this way. My little camp. Yeah. None of that's quite what I'm looking for. Maybe it's the workbench that I'm thinking about. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I can't cook meat there. Thought I'd be able to, but I guess not. Turn that off then. There's a campfire too, I know. Maybe that's what I cook food on. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. We have some food. We have a basic bed, although I know you can get better, or build better. But I don't know what it takes to get there. Furniture workbench. Okay, is this the builder's workbench? Okay, yeah. This is just a general workbench. Build a furniture workbench. Now, one of the questions I've had since I first saw this game is whether or not you can actually build chairs and things that you can sit on. 1 second here. I mean, there's beds, obviously, and a better bed. But I don't know. I know there's a mod that exists that allows you to build furniture. But I don't know if that allows you to build furniture you can actually use. Because in Minecraft, one of the biggest nitpicks that I have, at least in terms of truly building houses and things, is that people build these tables and theoretically chairs and all this fancy stuff, and you can't sit down in the game. Sure, you can lay down on a bed, but that's it. And so that's kind of pointless. Tables exist more or less to put a few things on, like you can make a cake and put it down on the table, or whatever block you want to sit it on a table, but you can't actually treat it like a table or a chair or stairs other than walking up it. It becomes a little smoother. And so that's kind of one of my little gripes about Minecraft. And I'm not sure if they've kind of remedied that here. Why, hello, Spring. Aha. Why are you still awake? You were going to bed. Yeah, I just looked at it. Or at least looked briefly. The Spring has been kind of obsessing lately over tabletop RPGs. No big deal, really. They're cool. She's been looking for a lot to play solo, obviously, by herself. But there are some that you can play by yourself or with others, and so she's just kind of poking around. And she just sent me a link to one that was partially or at least based on anime. Anime inspired. So I'll take a look at that when the stream's over. That's more copper. Ooh, me? Having fun? Yes. But also still struggling to figure everything out. And get comfortable with this new regime. Red crystal shards. I don't want a crystal shard. Crystal shards being bad news. The Skeksis are going to come for me. Okay, am I lost again? Probably. Hey, Spring. Even Doc is being more courageous than I am in this game. I have it set to not lose anything when I die. I absolutely positively love keep inventory myself, so I'm not going to go and be too hard on myself about it, but still. All right, I've lost my camp. I hope it's over here. Ah, I guess the little house symbol up there in the top bar points to where my bed is. And turn in these memories. Excuse me. Alright. We've unlocked 3 Decade Earth chests and 2 eternal seeds. Whatever those are. What a great time for me to get the hiccups. Alright, I haven't tried talking to any of these people. Rootling Merchant. Spices. Salt. Dough. Fruit skewer. Vegetable skewer. Meat skewer. Meat pie. Recipe for meat pie. Okay. Greater essence of life, which I do not have. Under construction sign. I don't think I need that. I think there was a chest down here somewhere. Ah, there. Someone's trying to kill me. And did a pretty good job once he got me cornered there. Okay, you hold shift to run. I didn't know that before this moment. And that, by the way, was my first death in this game. Main reason I'm coming back down here is I put stuff in that chest, and I want the stuff back. And I guess those are my bones. And I suspect what I'll do is try to build a house near here, since this is where I've decided to, you know, set up. At least for now. I wonder if you can improve your combat skills through practice. And what I want to do is build a chest. Okay, so what I need are iron ingots. I haven't seen iron yet. And some planks, which is going to be a little more troublesome. Well, let's come down here. Actually, make some torches real quick. I don't want any trouble. Let's not start any. Up. Hello, bat. A lot of dead bodies down here. And none of them mine, since I've only died once. That's a long fall. I was hoping for some iron near the surface here, but don't think I'm going to find any. More copper. I think there was a giant rat below me that I saw through the cracks. So far, it doesn't seem that which is good. I'm actually going to go ahead and wrap this up in a few minutes, but I want to see if I can figure out a few more things real quick. Like there's the backpack that you can build or make. But I don't remember where I saw it. Ah. Needs to be unlocked. Okay, that's fair. Gonna make copper weapons. And I had some other whatchamacallit? Hide. Thought I did. Must not have. Well, in any case. Cook these additional mushrooms. And next time what I'll do is go look for some more iron. Or iron, period. Since I haven't discovered that yet. Maple log, redwood log, oh, beech log, blah, blah, blah. All sorts of logs. But not everything I need, or want. Not yet, at least. Hey, Bergie. I'm actually getting ready to stop streaming in a few minutes here, so unfortunately you came along a little late. But going forward, hopefully I'll be back to my normal stream time of noon on Sundays. And whatever random time I happen to stream on Saturdays. I have to admit, this water looks great. Alrighty, thank you very much for stopping by. I do appreciate it, just bad timing, unfortunately. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have a good night. Alrighty, let's quit to the main menu. And so, like I said, I'm going to hopefully be back on my normal Saturday, Sunday streaming schedule starting this upcoming Sunday, well, Saturday and Sunday. And we'll see how things go from there. I do want to continue to play Cyberpunk again from the beginning, and that should be interesting. Yeah, it's an old game at this point, but I still want to go ahead and play through it again, completely on stream, or at least completely with an audience, being able to see everything I've done, and, you know, criticize everything I did do. After that, I do want to get back to Minecraft as well. Maybe I'll switch back and forth, alternating weeks between Minecraft and Hytale. Haven't decided yet. Failing that, you can expect to see more Timberborn this year. The 1.0 update is still coming and should have some interesting features to it, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Get into the rotation again and see those new features. But beyond that, we're going to look for interesting games like Hytale and other games this year and see what happens, and hopefully you'll join me for all of it, and hopefully you'll enjoy the whole thing. In the meantime, I hope you have a great night, or a great day, or great whatever it may be for you, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast